you very much for coming.
Thank you, Chris.
Tonight, very informal chat. I really just want to, before we get into the story of Alibaba, just hear a little bit about your personal story, your background. I always ask the question, was there a father or mother that was an entrepreneur? What started you on this entrepreneurial journey?
No one from the entrepreneur. My mother was an English teacher, and my father was a teacher before, and then later he worked in the government, so as an official. Yeah. So that's my family.
Yeah, and then so what was your education? How did you get into what?
Yeah, I was now graduated from a very famous university. Yeah, but it's quite good. I studied in the hospitality management, and later on just studying for English, so foreign trade English in Hangzhou University, but later on it's called Zhejiang University.
Yes.
Yeah, just.
And was there any? So from school, what happened after school? What kind of job did you get?
My first job is actually I was working in a hotel. Yeah, there's a hospitality industry. So I worked in a 4-star hotel in Hangzhou, and that made me know about Jack. So during my working in the Hangzhou Wanghu Hotel, I became the student of the Jack Ma's English club.
Right.
Yeah, I just heard that his English club is very unique, and then I tried to join it, and then together an interview from his English club, and then just join it. It's very unique, and it's the oldest student in the English club is 80 years old.
Right. So was it that Jack Ma used to hang around the front of hotels to learn English? Is that right? Is that the story?
No, actually, Jack was an English teacher in the university.
Oh, right.
And at that time, he is very active in the society, and so he ran the English club and organized a lot of young people to study and to talk, chat together. A lot of topic and conversation happened in the English club. And also he ran the English translation agency at that time.
So already a business guy, very early on.
Actually, it's not very formal, but just like a study for the business. So
this is the first time you met Jack. You're doing this English class. Was a lot of the other founding members in that group?
Not quite. No notice about that. Actually, it's a very long time ago. Yeah, but very interesting. I think it's the right time. I working in the hotel and met Jack at that time, and I'm very lucky to know him. And maybe I can tell you about some story by Alibaba.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and Jack Ma, 1999, he was still the English teacher in the university, but because his English is quite good, so he was invited to be the advisor and translator for a company, a high-speed way company. Yeah, so they have a negotiation with American partner, someone that's investor. So they are not quite sure about the background of the investor. So they just asked Jack if you can help us to go to America to investigate that investor. So and then Jack agreed and went to America to do that. And then he found that actually the investor was a cheater.
Right.
And so it's like a Hollywood story. And even today, his luggage is still somewhere in America. And then he ran away, and then just using the pocket money to win a net ticket in Las Vegas. And then he went to Seattle to meet his friends. And that his friends actually very busy, and then just ask Jack, has a computer, whatever you want, just serving. And Jack just very curious about that. And then just search, the first word is beer. Even don't know today why he chose the word beer. And then found the beer from German, beer from Japan, or any beer from China. Yeah. And then he searched the second word is China. And only 50 words about Chinese history. Yeah, so he was shocked. And then he put the information about, he has a translation agency, and then he put all the information about his own translation agency. And then he put the information in the morning, and then 3 hours later, at noon, several fax received in China, and his officer called him. Why we got so many fax and want to cooperate with us? Everyone said just you are the first company you can search in China. Yeah, can we work together? So actually Jack was really amazed about that. And then maybe it will be the opportunity for the future. And then that night he was sleepless in Seattle. And back from Seattle, he quit his English teacher's job and then want to begin his own business. So he want to open a registered company named the Internet Company. But actually it's really hard for him to register a company, the name like that, because nobody know about the Internet at that time. And also in 1995, actually, the Internet infrastructure, almost nothing. So when we just download a web page, it cost us 3 hours and a half.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so when Jack talked about internet to everyone just call him liar, cheater. Nothing, because nobody can believe that is something, they cannot measure for. Yeah, but even that, just Jack, still keep on going, never give up. But at that time, because nobody believe him, and then he tried to begin to persuade the people around him, the students, the friends, and then I was one of that. And I persuaded my general manager of the hotel, and my general manager said, why not try? Yeah, and then we became the first customer of China Yellow Pages.
All right.
Yeah, so Jack at that time actually was called by the media the father of China Internet. So at that time, but very interesting story happened. That year, the Union Women Conference was held in Beijing. So those women representatives just want to find a hotel and then search online, only Hangzhou Wanghu Hotel. Yeah, and then they just asked, we want to book that hotel. And Jack said, there's no way. The conference will be held in Beijing. Hangzhou, Beijing, too far away. But even though those representatives still stay for 2 nights after the conference. So that's what, I think that's a very unique and it's very special experience in my career. And then that also, 1995, already met internet. And then, at that time, my hometown is in Zhoushan. My mother is a Hangzhounese, my father is a Taizhou, but they all belong to Zhejiang province. Hangzhou is the capital of Zhejiang province. But they graduate in Hangzhou and then to support Zhoushan and to distribute for that. And that every year when I work in a hotel and I have a holiday, so I can go back to Zhoushan. I just all the brochure of China Yellow Pages and go to Zhoushan to go to the government and talk about the internet. Internet is the future. Yeah.
And so it went from the translation service to a Yellow Pages, and then slowly the internet started
actually
to pick up.
Very, very difficult at that time, because you need to persuade everyone. That is something they have never seen and also can't see. When you talk to this company, I can help you to promote to the world. And actually, you can't see that. The web page or whatever, you cannot see that. Actually, it's very hard to promote the business. And also, they run out the money. And then later, actually, it's SOE, state-owned and enterprise, control this company, China Yellow Pages.
Right.
And then Jack actually, it's very hard for him to make decision. And then just several years later, 2 years later, he was invited to help the government, the central government, to build up the website to support the SMEs. But actually the philosophy between him and the government is different. Government actually doing that, actually want to control those companies. But Jack's, in his philosophy, he just want to do the service. So different philosophy, and then make him he just want to run his own business. So he went to Beijing in 1997, and the end of 1998, he just want to come back. But at that time, actually, he brought several, maybe the founders today, but they worked with him together in China Yellow Pages. So they went to Beijing together with Jack. You know, in 1998, actually, internet is very hot, very popular, and all the investors are chasing that. Yeah, so all the salary of that both company also very, very, very good, very attractive. But at that time, Jack wanted to come back from Beijing to Hangzhou. So he just he called those people together and said, I just want to go back home. You guys, if you want to leave Beijing, I can recommend you to those companies, Sina, Yahoo, Soho, all very good. And your salary maybe will be 5 times than now. But if you guys want to go with me, go back home, we can do another company together. But I can only offer you 500 RMB because I have no more money to give you. And you guys need to live in very close to my apartment, because you won't have money to call taxi. Yeah, so these guys just think, 3 minutes later, say, we come together, we go together.
Nice.
Yeah, very moving story.
So Jack must be a pretty charismatic guy. He's a sales guy.
Yeah, he's selling his ideas quite well. And everyone, you know, even at that time when we were nothing, he always can inspire people a lot. And I still remember at that time, the end of 1999, I was working in another hotel. And that time I was the manager of the front office of that hotel. And already more than 30 people report to me. And then Jack comes and then just talking about he's just building another company named Alibaba. And then he said, yeah, why not join us? So my employee number is 48. So at that time, you know, just only very few people working with him.
And there was like 11 founders or something too, yeah?
18 founders.
18?
Yeah,
right.
18 founders founded Alibaba in his own apartment. And then we built the mission, very humble mission, to make easy to do business anywhere. But you know, at that time, when he talked about Alibaba, very excited and just describing the future of Alibaba, the future of the internet, and it inspired me a lot. And then he said, I always can inspire people, but you need to calm down. Think about the gap, if you can accept it or not. Because now you are very experienced in the hotel, and also you have the team reported to you. But if you come join with us, even before you have met the internet very earlier, but to Alibaba, you're the newcomer. So you need to report to anybody. And then you need to start from scratch. Just empty yourself. Yeah, so can you accept that or not? Yeah, I think that's I already just know about something of that before Alibaba. So I'm not surprised about that. And then just I decided, yeah, why not? But I just chose a very special date. I decided at the end of 1999, but I joined Alibaba the first working day of the millennial year.
Yes.
Yeah, so the new millennium and new century, new economy, and new opportunity. Everything is new.
Right. And that was when 1999, everyone was worried all the planes were going to fall out of the sky, and wasn't it 1999? Yeah. So started Alibaba, first day, year 2000. Tell me what it's like. Tell me what the culture's like. Sounds like Jack was a very inspiring guy. And how do you keep up this momentum? And can you tell me about just the incredible growth and some of the pain along the way?
I think today when I sitting here, very excited and see so many startup companies. Alibaba was also created from a startup company. And we always say that small is beautiful, small is powerful. Yeah, so that is all the experience, from what we have experienced. So maybe I begin from, what is Alibaba and what we are doing.
Yes,
I think a lot of people maybe just know about Alibaba's name, but don't know about what Alibaba can help the business here. Why we chose Alibaba, the name, is very smart, I think. The early days of the internet actually it's very important for you to select an easy name. So actually we named a lot of names of this company, and Jack just choose this name. It's very smart because Alibaba, whatever it is in English or Chinese spelling, all the same. Alibaba, you won't spell it wrong. You won't spell it wrong. So it's very important. Otherwise, in the early day, nobody know you, and then just typing wrong, and just go to another website, right? And the other thing is Alibaba. You will imagine that it's a very small and very famous story. And Alibaba, our open sesame, right? So it is about that. It's like a magic code. And we want all the business on our platform using this magic code and can open the door to find the wealth, to find the pathway to do the business. So that's what we want to do. And Jack, and also at that time he was in America and just in a bar, and he asked the waitress about, do you know Alibaba? And she said, yeah, of course I know. What is it? And she said, open sesame. That's right. That's what we want. What we exactly want. Yeah. So and also Alibaba is begin from A. Yeah. So that means we begin from scratch, but we want to just reach the A level. And also in the early days, saved a lot of marketing money for us because when you're listing, we always list the beginning. So Alibaba, actually, we began our business from B2B. B2B to help the small, medium-sized company to access to all over the world. 1999, actually, WTO already coming, but all designed for the big company. Any SMEs got the benefit from that. And then, so many small companies, they did not have the opportunity even go to Guangzhou to attend the fair show and trade show. So we just want to build up the platform to help those SMEs and just help them to posting their information online and let the buyer and the seller to meet together. But wholesale it's hard for them to do the business online. So they meet online and do the business offline for the traditional way. That's our first business. And then just I think very special, unique is that the launch on Taobao. Taobao was launched in 2003. Actually, before that, we always focusing on B2B. And why we will do the B2C, C2C model, actually, Jack already saw the challenge. And yeah, maybe if we don't do the C2C model, actually eBay maybe will go to China to do the C2C. So that's why we were just jumping to the C2C model. And I'm very lucky to be one of the non-founders of Taobao. And you know, at that time, one day, our HR department called 9 people to a conference room and said we will do a new business. And what is it? I cannot tell you now. You need to sign the confidential contract with us, and then we will tell you. And then 9 people disappeared from the office and just went to Jack Ma's own apartment. So at that time, Alibaba was already in another building. We ran just lease a building, and then for more people to work. But his apartment always like a revolution base. Yeah, all the new projects were born there. Yeah, so the second baby, that is Taobao. So we all just working there. At that time, even my husband didn't know where and what I'm doing at that time. Yeah, and you know, I at that time just have my son half a year, 6 months.
Right.
Yeah, so my husband just sent me to the gate of that community, and then I just stop there. And then I just went for work. So even he didn't know what I'm doing at that time. But that was very, I can still remember a lot of details on that, on those days. And also, you know, it's very hard to do the C2C at that time. And you know, eBay actually already had a company in China named EachNet. But today, how many people have heard about the name of EachNet?
Nope.
Nobody. Oh, just one. Chinese people has heard about that. Yeah. So actually, EachNet is a C2C for eBay in China at that time. But at that time, they have already 95% of the market share.
Wow.
So we began to do this model from zero. Yeah. So it is very hard. So when Jack telling the story about Taobao in Wall Street, all the investors ran away. They said, eBay will win, Taobao we will lose. But Jack said, eBay is like a shark in the ocean, and Taobao is like a crocodile in the Yangtze River. So if we fight in the ocean, we will lose. But if we fight in the Yangtze River, we will win. So because we know this market much better than other people, other competitors.
Can I ask? Because we've got a lot of people, you know, building their own products here and launching, you know, their startups. How much of, I guess it's a startup question. How much time were you talking to customers or the, you know, the people that were going to be on the platform, or was a lot of it from, you know, Jack's vision of how this product should be?
Much. Yeah. We're always talking about that, and talking about our mission, and always all the products we will create, all the business actually all around our mission to make it easy to do business anywhere.
But were you talking to your customer and getting their input into the product, into Taobao?
Into Taobao?
Yeah, like, you know, the features that they wanted, or, you know, what we are asking.
Yeah, we will listen to our customer, their customer experience. So in several ways, actually. First, actually, we have the consumer have the comment when they buy things online, and they have the comment there. So we will learn about that from those comments. What's the customer experience? Is it good or not? And the other way, that is also we have some yeah, we will have a channel hotline and whatever, yeah, just to listen to our customer. Yeah, so because nowadays actually we have so many business and so many BUs, and actually all the business model is different. So different BUs, they have their own channels to communicate with the customer. Yeah. So that is for Taobao, and actually it's very hard for at that time in 2003. You know, people, it's very hard for them to trust the others. Yeah, when we meet online, you're a stranger, you don't know me, I don't know you. So it's hard for me to buy things from you, and you is very afraid if I won't pay the money to you or not. So in 2003, when we launched the Taobao, it's very hard to develop our business. And then we found a way that is launched the Alipay. Alipay actually at that time is just to provide the escrow payment service. Escrow service. So if I purchasing products from you, I pay the money to Alipay first, and Alipay will inform you, I already got the money, you can deliver the products to the customer. And when I get it, if it is the same as what you said online, I'm satisfied, and then I just tell Alipay, or okay, you can wire the money. Otherwise, just I return to you. I pay the delivery fee. So that's the very simple model at that time. So, but it is quite useful for our customers.
And it worked. It worked very well.
Really, it works very well. The other thing that we can compete with eBay at that time, we found the Chinese people actually, when they purchase products, before that they just like blogging. They like talking, communicating, yeah. So we just launched a messenger tool. That's Taobao 11. Taobao 11. So it is just a difference between eBay. You know, eBay just doesn't encourage buyer and the seller to talk online. But we just found that is actually it's a habit for Chinese market, and then just we launched that. So one is Alipay, the other is the messenger. So make the business booming very fast.
So in that, like, you know, there's this typical problem of a marketplace is this disintermediation where you might be worried that the chat would be able to connect the two, and then they don't do the Alipay bit, they're trying to figure out how to pay each other. But you found that connecting the two and having that open communication was actually an advantage.
But actually, it is safeguard the transaction. So that's why the consumer want to do it and not just meet online and then just pay by other way. In other way, you know already something happened.
Yep.
Yeah, the money was cheated. Mm-hmm. So they believe that, yeah, because at that time actually we want the bank to do that business. But if this bank do it, the other bank don't want to work together. So for us, we have already 5 years history, already accumulated the trust in the market. So why not we do it by ourselves? So that's why we do it, but really worked very well.
With the launch of Taobao, when was the time that you came to work and you were like, this is really going to be big?
Sorry?
Was there a time when you came to work and you're like, this is really going to be a big thing?
Taobao?
Yeah.
When we did it, actually, it's nothing. It's really nothing. But later on, we found that after we have the Alipay and we have the messenger, it's booming very, very fast. And then just I forgot, it's 1 year or 2 years, just eBay just disappeared.
And what can you talk about? I guess it's like a dream of many of us to have this startup that goes from 1 or 2 employees to hundreds of employees. Can you talk about the growth internally and how you dealt with the growth and how you kept a culture that was unique to Alibaba and to Taobao as you grew so fast?
I think, yeah. I think Alibaba, why I can stay in this company for more than 17 years and 3 months. This company is a dream-driven company, mission-driven company. Yeah, and then just you think is you work in this company is very meaningful, and everyone's like a dream maker. And even today, everyone join this company. You are another dream maker. To make Alibaba, we want to make this company for 102 years at least. So actually now today is just a beginning. So everything we do is just making the history of this company. It's great. It's really great. So in the early days of Alibaba, actually our culture is very humble. Very humble, and actually we have also very unique DNA of our culture, but we haven't summarized what is the DNA of Alibaba at that time. But in the 2000 year, we recruit a COO from GE. GE, they're very unique about culture. So the CEO just help us to organize that. What kind of things, what's the unique DNA do you guys think this company have? So we just listing a lot on the board, and then just summarize as 9 values, 9 core values, also including some innovation and simple teamwork and customer first or whatever. It's a 9, but 9 sometimes you cannot remember all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it says etc. And in 2006, we just discussed again. And then nowadays, our value is 6 core values. Everyone can very easy to remember that. It's like a period. So customer first is the top one. In our company's philosophy, there's a customer first, employee second, and the shareholder third. It is very unique and also very important. If everyone, when you are a small company and also and SME or startup companies, sometimes you really want more some VC or investor to support you, right? But after that, actually, you will miss the direction, or sometimes you out of control. Yeah. So you still always need to be to make the decision for the leader is very important. So that's what Jack said is we just want to find the right investor. Even if we have no money, in the investor interested for us, but it's not the same direction. We would rather to forget and just give it up. So customer first, always just be customer first, and then the 6 values is teamwork, embrace change, and integrity, passion, and just commitment. So that's our value. So always our value, value is like something is not so concrete, but we make it very concrete. So in our performance evaluation, half is the business performance. The other half is our value performance. Right. So also, if you want to get the high score for a value evaluation, you need to persuade what's the example, what's the showcase, and the management, the leader also need to find, to observe that what your employees is doing good or bad or not. So that is, I think, we are the dream-driven company, mission-driven company, also value-driven company. That is very important to make us, even from the scratch and to now, it's a big company now.
And also, I know you're very proud about diversity too, right? There's a lot of, it's like 50-50 split between men and women at Alibaba?
It's 48 employees are women, and 34% of the top management team are women. Yeah, so actually we think it's very normal, and all the things in our company just it's a system or policy all the same to men or women. It's very equal. So we do not necessarily to make any special policy for women. Yeah, but but it's very colorful. We just found that actually for IT guys, maybe more male, but for customer service, more female. But we know, Jack said it's a 3Q, IQ, EQ, and LQ. So people need to have the LQ. If you want to be success, so you need to have an IQ. If you don't want to be fail, you need to have EQ. But if you want to be respected, you need to have LQ. LQ means love Q.
Well.
So women actually will care more about men. Men always care about job, work, but women care about husband, care about children, also care about the works. So so that is also for a lot of things, and our company also will care about a lot of products and the customer experience, and women will always care more about that.
Right.
And also on our platform, a lot of shoppers, they are women.
All right.
Yeah, and also we create a lot of job opportunity for women. A lot of unable people, also those housewives. Yeah, they were using our Taobao platform to create. We just help them to create a job opportunity.
Very cool.
Yeah, so today actually we have already created more than 30 million job opportunities in China. But our goal is to create 100 million job opportunities globally. Also here, we also want to help Australian business as well.
You can clap that. That's all. So you opened the perfect kind of timing.
I haven't finished.
Sorry.
Introduction of our Alibaba business.
Please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. I don't make it short.
No. Take as long as you want. This is the best.
So in the past 18 years, actually Alibaba built up an e-commerce ecosystem. So including the e-commerce platforms and also entertainment platforms, also local service platform. And so for the e-commerce, that's Alibaba, for B2B, and also Taobao C2C, and later we have the B2C and Tmall. So Tmall is a platform for business to face business owner, brand owner, retailer to face our consumer directly. But for the business here, actually, if you want to on that platform, you need to have the company registered in China, inventory in China, and also have the local team there. So it's like you are a company in China, obey all the law in China. So that's Tmall. We have already more than 10,000, 70,000 those brands, international brands on our Tmall platform, including the luxury brands, Burberry, L'Oreal, also Apple, and also a lot of I cannot come yet. And the other platform is a Tmall Global. Tmall Global actually is a cross-border e-commerce platform. We help the business here. So it's overseas brands. Yeah, you just register company here, no any presence in China, no inventory in China. And then you can using the platform to open a flagship store and just to testing water. But most of them the brands already have awareness in China, then can workable on this platform. If your brand is a small brand, also maybe just lack of unique here, but just lack of the awareness in China, that is not the stage for you to open the flagship store. So you need to building up the brand first, branding first, and then to use that platform. And also we have the Taobao, actually, just now I mentioned the C2C Taobao model, right? And Taobao also we have a part for international brands. We call it a Taobao Global. So Taobao Global, actually nowadays we have already 10 years history. So actually a lot of Australian brands using Taobao Global to find the resellers in China to help you to do the marketing for you, just helping to to be your marketers in China. So those people actually, they have different skills. So different people, the different way to promote your products in China. So in Taobao Global, actually, we have two groups to promote for the international brands. One is the resellers, they located in China, living in China. So they simply selling products. So some big resellers, they also were using our Bonnie warehouse and then to sell the products to Chinese consumers. And the other group for Taobao Global actually is people living here. We call it it's a merchandiser. So this Monday, actually, we Taobao Global leader came here, and we along with the merchandisers here together to launch a merchandiser alliance. So we call this a merchandiser then rather than Daigou. I think it's a Daigou. Some of the market is already some chaos, and a lot of channel is a great channel. So in our Taobao Global platform, actually, we formalize that, and also we cooperate with the logistic partners, and then also we just give them more support from the marketing, also connecting with brands and those resellers and merchandise together. And the other thing is that on our platform, we have the video channel, so live streaming video channel. So, those merchandisers living here, they know the lifestyle in Australia, they know the brands better, they know the products better, then they can do the live streaming using Taobao live streaming in their Taobao group. So one group can have the 500 people, and you can get another group, and then just to help the brands do the live streaming, whatever it is in David Jones, or maybe just the brands have the event, you can to do the promotion for the brand. So it's quite good for those new brands, or maybe some brands lack of the awareness at this stage, using this channel to help you to promote. And the other thing is, several e-commerce platforms, including B2B, B2C, and import and export. And the entertainment platform, very unique, is Youku. Youku is the largest video channel in China. We have already 580 million users in China. Everyone's familiar. It's like YouTube in China. But YouTube, whatever is the e-commerce platform or video or other platform, you can see some similar model in this local market. But in Alibaba, all these kind of things, we just like a family, one family, so we can make it much powerful, combined together. Also, big data can help it a lot. And also we have the local, and also, in the future, Alibaba, just beside the business, also our direction is happy and health. So also we have the Ali Sport, Ali Music, also Ali Picture. Ali Picture, we cooperate with very famous director Steve Spielberg. And also we invested the film Mission Impossible 5th. A lot of imagination. We can just telling story. Maybe in the future, maybe your brand is in our film, our movie. And the local service, including Fliggy. Fliggy is the travel platforms. And also we have a Koubei, like Zomato here. Ele.me is like a Melbourne takeaway. So a lot of services on our platform, but all these platforms supported by our payment, logistic, and Alibaba advertising platform, also the Ali Cloud Computing. So besides Alibaba is a dream-driven company, mission-driven company, and a value-driven company, also we are a data-driven company. So it actually is a big data on that platform. For example, we just a Fliggy platform and work close with our Alipay. We will know who will come to Australia. And then just we can push those information to those Alipay users. And Alipay nowadays, actually is the most frequently used payment method in China, much more than cash. So when I'm in China, not necessary to to take 1 penny with me, only my mobile. Yeah, I will use my mobile, use the Alipay app on my mobile to call a taxi, to pay a taxi, to go shopping in the supermarkets, to watch a movie, also to whatever, and pay utility for my bill. And even I just want to buy a fruit on the street, I even can use Alipay, because even those people, yeah, from rural area, they also have the Alipay account. Yeah, even including my parents, the old generation, they will use Alipay. And Alipay nowadays, the transaction volume is bigger than either MasterCard or Visa card. Our goal is surpassing both of them, combination. And the Tmall logistic company is a logistic company created under DT time. It's a data technology time, not Donald Trump time. So the DT time means that under the big data. So we have the very famous festival created by Alibaba called the Double 11 Shopping Festival. We created this festival in 2009, so the second year after Tmall launched. So at that time, only in the first year, only 26 merchants participate into this festival. We want to create the festival for the merchants to thank the consumer. The consumer celebrate for them. But for us, it's a rehearsal for testing our infrastructure. But a lot of things now that happen on our platform. For payment is actually also working with the bank. So behind the Alipay, also the bank behind that, bank account behind that. And also for the logistic, we cooperate with our partners. So the first year when we held the Double 11 Shopping Festival, the midnight, when the campaign happened, when campaign began, all the partners, just the system crashed. Payment, logistics all crashed, but only 26 merchants. Today, last year is the 8th years for Double 11 Shopping Festival. So almost 100,000 merchants participate into that. And just this one day, we generated 657 million parcels just in 24 hours. And it's for Alipay, the peaks, just 120,000 orders just processed by Alipay per second at peak, and 175,000 orders processed just by the payment, the transaction is on Ali Cloud Computing, also for per second. So that's actually, it is a great, it's a rehearsal, it's an opportunity rehearsal for us to testing the infrastructure. So and Alipay, I think is, Ali Cloud Computing, I think is also, it's a great opportunity for startup companies today here. Yeah, because
get past the firewall.
We have a project named Creation at Alibaba Cloud. You can search online. This project is supported the startup companies. So we will provide the marketing support, also finance support, and also the technology support. Actually, we also, if you want to find the investor in China, also we will just help you to connect. So some companies, we will create some marketing event in China, including some famous VCs in there. So those startup companies, they have the opportunity to talk with those VCs and get the opportunity. In the last year, actually, already we have several Australian companies already got the benefit from this project.
Well, hopefully we can help promote that for
And you
them?
know, actually, Ali Cloud Computing now is the top 3 cloud service provider globally. So we actually have the same capability with Amazon, but our price is much cheaper. Very attractive, right? You know, every year, Double 11 Shopping Festival, we have already testing our infrastructure, and a lot of just attack. We just already just nothing happened, and although it's a big data, you know, it's a big data. So if you want to do the business in China, that's a great opportunity. We have the data behind it. Yeah, so if you have the opportunity to on our platform, actually you just facing the millions of consumers on our platform.
So can I backpedal a little bit, and then I'll get to the questions, because the merchandisers, as you call them, is that the great starting point for people looking to export Australian products? Is to talk with these merchandisers?
Yeah, you know, last week is our Melbourne Fashion Festival. We organized a group, an APAS group, come to experience the lifestyle here in Australia. What is APAS member? They are the premium member of our consumers. So their average expense for every year is for $45,000. So we will just help those members to. They have a club on our platform. They have a Black Card club. So they have some privilege right. For example, some high premium products only provide to them. And also, so last week actually we brought a group of APAS members to come here. And also we brought some KOLs to come here. Some KOLs, they have already 5 million followers behind that. And that just,
What's a KOL, sorry?
KOL is a key opinion leader.
Okay.
And also someone is cyber celebrities. Yeah, so they have their own Weibo account. Also, they have their account on Taobao platform. So when they do the live streaming, their followers will just follow them to look. So last week, you know, we brought a Chinese celebrity, Mary Ma Yanli, is a supermodel, come to Australia, and she had a conversation with Fiona Meyer. So one in the front, the Meyer family, Fiona Meyer has a white story for white shirt, and Mary Ma also have a brand, Near White. Also just for white shirt. So they have just a collaboration and also conversation together to talk about what's the philosophy, because they are all the supermodel before, and now they are all the designer for their own brand. Yeah, so a lot of story behind it. And then we have our merchandiser, go to attend the show, and go to attend their conversation dialogue. We are shooting a dialogue for them, and later on we'll on our Youku channel. So they also on the spot and just do the live streaming and telling people what they just experiencing, and just a lot of things they can sharing, but it's quite attract a lot of consumers followers to watch that. Yeah, and also this APAS trip also live streamed on our platform, and those merchandisers that you do the live streaming several days ago together with them, also attract those consumers.
So I lied before we get one more question before we go to the questions. So why Australia? Why Melbourne? And then I'll jump into some of these questions.
Australia actually, I think, is a part of our globalization strategy. So after 2014, Alibaba IPO'd in New York. We set up 3 strategies: globalization, rural development, and big data. So globalization is our top priority strategy of Alibaba Group. So we want to connect the millions of merchants from the merchant markets, including Australia, New Zealand, Europe, US, Japan, to those consumer markets, including China, India, and Southeast Asia. Yeah, so Australia, we see that is actually like a country brand. We have clean water, air, and soil, and we have all the green, clean, organic products. So those products actually already is well sought after by Chinese consumers. So we just, and on our platform, Double 11 Shopping Festival last year, Australia already ranked number 4. And our Taobao Global actually now already ranked number 1, for the demand of Australian products. Yeah, so that's why Australia will be part of our globalization strategy. Yeah.
Is Alibaba looking to invest in Australian health products, Australian
products?
companies? Yeah, or like Australian companies that are doing, vitamins is kind of cliche, but vitamins, health, anything. Are they looking to invest in those kind of companies directly?
Better not to do that. But we are a platform. So we help the brands, retailers on that. But we also have the Tmall direct import. So we were purchasing and sell products for them. But that model is not for us to make profit. We want to help the brands grow. So we were using that to help them using different channels and to make success. But later on, if they want to open a store and have the capability, they can open. But even some existing brands, they can also, even if they have already storefront on our Tmall Global, they can also using the Tmall direct import to purchase several SKUs, the hero products, to make more transaction in China market.
How is that picked? Does the Australian company approach you and then you look at the company, look at the product range and think this is something we want to get behind, or how does that work?
For Tmall and the Tmall Global, actually nowadays already more than 1,400 brands, Australian brands on our Tmall and the Tmall Global platform, and 80% of them the first entry to China. But how can we find those brands? Actually, according to our data, because we are already the platform, and Taobao already 14 years, so we accumulate a lot of data on that, so we can see a lot of demand. For example, that is Swiss. They opened the storefront actually just last year. But before that, according to those big data we found, Swiss is already the biggest vitamin demand on our platform. And then we just let them know about it. Yeah, you already so huge. Why not you just open the storefront for yourself? Because too many channels, maybe it's not good for you to make the branding. Yeah, so it's good for you to open a flagship store and branding by yourselves, and also control those the price is the better. Yeah, so that's like it's a big data driven to do that. And the other thing that's for more small brands, small and medium-sized brands, also we actually have several ways. So one is for Taobao Global to do the marketing and the building the branding first. The other way that actually they can also have the other channels on our maybe Australian Post. The Chemist House last year became the largest international merchants. Yeah, just Double 11 Shopping Festival one day, their transaction is 100 million RMB. So they also cooperate with those brands. So brands also can work with them, using because they have already the branding in China market. People know that. So your product selling on that also will attract a lot of consumers.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to take a couple of these questions. What was your introduction to Australia like into Melbourne? That's interesting.
What was your introduction to Australian life?
Yeah. So the first time you came here to Australia, I imagine you were looking at Sydney, and what was it like, and why Melbourne?
Because I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Melbourne, in business perspective, I think is also it's also a lot of manufacturers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're located in Melbourne. Yeah, Swiss Chemist Warehouse, and a lot of company already in that. Yeah,
Not because we were a better city. For Melbourne, right?
For me, I like, I live in Melbourne, so I love Melbourne a lot. Yeah, this company is a really cultural company, city, and also very active in the art, sports, and very just diversity. And also coffee is really good. I think it's a capital of coffee, exactly. Yeah, just Melbourne. Each coffee shop you go into, the coffee is the same. It's really amazing. It's beautiful.
Everyone says coffee. What people is Alibaba looking to hire in Melbourne? We've got James here tonight. He's running around like crazy. I imagine you are too. You've set up the cloud guy. I can't remember the guy.
Yeah.
There. So what are you looking? Who are you looking to hire, and how are you going to grow out Melbourne?
In Australia, actually, we is like an embassy representing Alibaba Group, the whole group, and then to find the demand from the merchants here, and then just utilizing the Alibaba Group's those resources to help the merchants here. And also we have the AliCloud Computing, the team here want to help the more startup companies and SMEs. And also we have the local team for Alipay. Alipay, to more coverage in Australia, to help to attract more tourists here. Yeah, so Alipay and AliCloud, they also have they are the business team. Yeah, we're recruiting people here, and but for they just industry knowledge also very important. For AliCloud Computing also we need salespeople, also technology related people. For us here, first direction is that they know this market very well. They know the brands very well, and then they can help those. They have the experience how to help those brands to access to China market or the Asian market. Yeah, that's what we will. And also for marketing, have those kind of similar experience will be very important.
Sales and marketing guys for Tmall as well.
No, sales actually, and we will find the BD team, but we have already the BD team in Sydney and in Melbourne. Yeah, but later on, according to our growth, we will recruit more.
Sure. Mm-hmm. What kind of businesses Australian businesses would Alibaba be looking to acquire? Would you look to buy any food business? Would you look to buy any technology companies?
That's related to the question of the investment. Who knows? Always there's new opportunities there. So actually, Alibaba, we are building the e-commerce ecosystem. So whatever is related in the ecosystem, if we lack of that, maybe we will consider. Just around that ecosystem.
Okay, but it's so big. It could be something for the e-commerce, but it could be trying to pitch you a new film for Alibaba films or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Sometimes maybe it is not in their existing strategy, but maybe that is, if it is a good opportunity, yeah, maybe we also consider.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we just bombard James with emails from all the companies? Is that what we do?
Yeah, sure.
Great. James, just put your hand up real quick. James is the head
Let people know
corporate
you.
affairs, for Alibaba. If you want to come say hello to him at the end, yeah. he's the one to
James
talk to.
is director of corporate affairs and marketing and PR. He was the former CEO of ACBC. Yeah, he supported me a lot. Yeah, and make a lot of things happen.
Very cool.
Thank you, James.
For Australian business wanting to start selling in China internationally, we talked a little bit about that. What are the obstacles you have found as a woman in business?
Maybe the balance of work and life will be part of that. Yeah, always you need to care about the family, and also you also want to focus on your job. Yeah, so sometimes you need to make the balance by yourself. Both are all important. Yeah.
Supporting husband, I bet too.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting husband, he's
not supporting a husband, but actually
like not supporting, like I don't
it's
know,
a life, girl, right?
what's
So when
the word?
I'm very busy on working time, but but at the weekend, I will spend more time to stay with family. Yeah.
You said you had the 6-month-old just when you became the founder of Taobao, right? So crazy.
My husband support me a lot. Yeah. Without his support, I cannot be sitting here.
Very cool. Let's take the next one. So, how will Alibaba and Amazon, if you want to, impact Australian retailers? What do you think?
I think that is Alibaba. Actually, we are very diverse business on our platforms. For our main focus here, actually, we want to help the local business to access to more markets, including China, also Southeast Asia and India. And also, we acquired the largest e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia. And invest the largest e-wallet in India, Paytm. So that will make it happen. Now we're focusing on China, but in the future, later, also those markets can be accessible. Yeah, so that's our main focus, to help the business here. So retailers here, I think everyone, welcome us.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Let's do last one here. What can your platform offer a startup company? You talked about creation and a company with a limited budget. How do they get support and launch into China?
Which one?
We're back one. I missed it. What's your advice to the startup trying to go into China, and how can Alibaba Group help?
I think I already answered that question.
Yeah, forget it. What will the Alibaba? The logistics and delivery efficiency is relatively low compared to China. Will that be an obstacle to Alibaba's business model?
Logistics also will be very important for the cross-border e-commerce or import and export. I think we always striving to find a better solution. Even we have already just support the business here. For cross-border e-commerce also we have a GFC, Global Fulfillment Center in Sydney. Yeah, and for Chemist Warehouse last year, so huge transaction. Yeah, they were using that we call actually is a consolidated warehouse. So they can do the pick and pack and then deliver from here. And using the Global Fulfillment Center, actually they save half of the time for delivery. So only 7 days, yeah, from Australia to China, even just on the Double 11 shopping festival.
Can startups access the pick and pack and the warehousing, or is it only reserved to people on the paying to be on the platform?
That is just provided to Tmall Global. Tmall Global. So Tmall Global merchants actually they have the opportunity. One is that their products pre-stored in Bonnier House in China. The other way is that they can bulk delivery to the global fulfillment center, and those people can help them to do pick and pack service for delivery.
Very cool.
But we also want to find better solution in the future. Yeah, if more, we welcome. Yeah.
Great. And then last one, just for the Jack fans, in which way does Jack contribute to the product now, and what are his strengths and?
Actually, Jack now, he already retired from CEO role. Yeah, so he won't just talking about those business. That's what our CEO Daniel's job. Yeah, so his job now is chairman of the group. So he always do those focusing on those what chairman need to do. Yeah, and he also focus on CSR. Yeah, a lot of he just made the donation in Newcastle, right? 20 million US dollar to just cultivate the young generation and for future the leadership in Australia. And yeah, he care about the environment and also a lot of things. Yeah, we're talking about. He a lot of conversation with those country leaders, and also, yeah, a lot of opportunities for those to more and more for the future.
Very cool. I want everyone back on their feet, and a big thank you to Maggie for coming out tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.